Hey guys, and welcome back to another TBC Classic gold farming video. In this one I'm going to show you a steady gold farm that you don't need any professions to do. So the farm has two different locations. First of all, we have this spot, which is in Terracar Forest, right up the very top. You're going to be farming the spiders for the Dread Fang Venom Sacs, the Spider Web Silk. These are the two main items that you're going to be getting from these mobs. So we're going to be farming, well, if you're farming in the first location, you're going to be killing the Dread Fang lurkers. So these guys right here, these big blue spiders basically, and they're spread out around this location, and there's a bunch of these. I recommend having at least a mount before coming and doing this. Mount is going to make it a lot better. However, if you do have flying, you'll make even more gold, because as you can see, the mobs are kind of spread out at this first location that I'm showing you. The mobs are around level 63 to 64, so you get some decent TBC BOEs off these also, which can be sold on the auction house, or you can disenchant them and sell the disenchanted materials on the auction house for a fairly decent amount of gold. I would recommend though, with all the BOEs, check the price on the auction house, and if they're worth selling on the auction house, go ahead and do that. But there's a nether web spider silk, and this is going for around 6 gold on my realm, which is really nice. The drop rate on this is very high, and you're going to end up with a bunch of it. Now the main reason why the Dread Fang Venom Sacs actually sell is because they're reputation items. People buy these off the auction house so they can basically hand it in for reputation. And so this is where we come in. We can farm them up, throw them up on the auction house for those people, and they're going to buy it off us. So these sell extremely well. So this is the first location. Now I would only recommend coming here if the second location has got way too much competition, because at this location these mobs, they are pretty spread out. When you're doing this though, there are other mobs that you can kill. If you go along the bank, there's some of the basilisks, and they drop the basilisk damp eye, and so you also have those. But if I was you, I'd just stick to the spiders when you're doing this location. If you want to make more gold and stay ahead of the competition in TBC Classic Anniversary, then I recommend heading over to Goldcap and checking out all of our TBC guides. We have in-depth guides that go over everything that there is to know about making gold in TBC Classic Anniversary, from professions to the best gold farms, and on top of that we have an in-depth guide that goes over exactly how to do flipping in TBC Classic Anniversary. With this guide you get my TSM operations for flipping, and also my sniping setup, so you can snipe items very cheap. So head over to goldcap.com and check those out. The link's down below in the description box. Let's get back to this video. Now, moving on to the second location, this spot is the best spot to actually be farming these spiders. And it's still in Terracar Forest. However, instead of being up the top, we're basically going down the bottom. I like to go on the bottom right hand side. This seems to have the most mobs, and they're very, very dense, and they're close together. So this is the location right here that I'm showing you right now. And basically there's a bunch of these spiders throughout the woods. So there's, like, on the left hand side of me, there are some woods, and they're all spread out basically around the outsides of the woods. But these guys, they still have the same drop chance to drop all the same items. However, there's just way more of these mobs at this location, and there's way less competition. So I'd highly recommend coming here. But if there is competition, you also have that second option that you can go back at the start and you can farm the mobs at the start there. Overall though, this is a really good farm, and it seems to have not much competition, and on top of that, you do not need any professions whatsoever to do this farm. So it's very easy, anyone can do it. You could even come here as low as like level 63 and actually grind some levels and also farm a bunch of gold at the same time. So if you haven't tried this out already, I'd highly recommend trying this out. Check the prices though of the Venom Sacs and the Nether Web Spider Silk. Make sure the prices are nice and good on your realm before you come out and start doing this farm. But as you can see, there's a bunch of them at this location. So if you have a class that has some good AoE, you can do some pretty big AoE pools right here. There's a bunch of the spiders spread out very, very close to each other. As you can see, we're just mowing them down. However guys, that was it for the video. If you want to see more TBC gold farming videos, be sure to hit the thumbs up button on this video, and also let me know down in the comments if you want to see TBC videos or if you want to see retail videos going forward. Till next one guys, take care.